Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Happy Monday to you. First, I want to start off by saying Happy Memorial Day to all our brave soldiers that has served. Good morning. Good morning. This is your girl, Coach O, the founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, where I am known as your procrastination strategist and behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. Good morning, Nana. Thank you so much for joining. I pray that you all are off to a wonderful start to your day. I don't know if you're off work or on work. I am off today, so I decided that I was going to come on a little bit later today. Got up and did 5:30 prayer, but I just laid there, and here I am. Yes, here I am. Here I am. So go ahead and invite someone, invite and share this with someone. We're going to get this party started. Yes, super excited about the day. Just super excited to be a part of the day. Good morning, Toya. Thank you so much for joining. Super excited to be a part of the day because, it could have been the other way around. Could have not been here today. So I'm so grateful, so thankful. Still going to press on. We have to continue to press on. We can't let nothing stop us, nothing block us. Don't let nothing, get you down, get in your way and figure I can't get by. You have to make up in your mind. That thing may be sitting in the middle of the road, but I have a way around it. I got a way of getting through this. I am not going to stay stuck. So I am just super excited. So you see what the title of this live feed is, that old ways of thinking in a new revolution is going to keep you behind, going to keep you stuck. We have to get ready for what's to come. Because you already know something is coming, right? Something is coming. Something is coming after COVID-19. After this pandemic, something is coming. So please don't sit back waiting for things to get back to normal, because that's not going to happen. So if we're thinking the way that we thought before this pandemic, we're going to be left behind. We're going to be left behind. Good morning, Minister Rosa. Thank you so much for joining. If we go out of this thing thinking the way that we went into it, or even if we think that there is going to be some form of return to normal, we're going to be stuck. We're going to be stuck. Business is not going to be the way business was. It's not going to be business as usual. The way we handle things is not going to be the way that we handle things. There are going to be some different things that are going to have to take place. There are going to be some different things that we are going to have to do. Don't wait. And then we will be just like some of us was before the pandemic, trying to figure life out after it has already started. It is time for us to get on the wave, jump on in the wave while the waves are moving. Don't wait until it slow up, and don't say you can't swim. Don't think that you can't get out here in it. You can't do it. All these things, because we're going to be left behind. Things are changing. We're not going back to what we knew as quote unquote normal, quote unquote normal dysfunction, because that's where we were at. We were at a point of normal dysfunction, and we want to go back to what? So let me ask you a few questions this morning just to get you thinking. What are your plans after pandemic? Do you think you just going to go back to your job? Do you think that, after all this is over, they're just going to call all the same people in? Some people that was laid off, they're going to stay laid off. Some people that was sent home will be at home or finding another job. This is a new opportunity this is a new playing field for everybody, a new opportunity, because now we don't have to go back to things that we didn't like. We have had almost 2 months to make a decision that we don't have to settle for things that we're not happy with. We don't have to go back to a place that we don't want to be. This thing has given us a new opportunity to take advantage of things that we didn't have the opportunity to take advantage of it before, because we were stuck in a place and we thought that we had no direction to turn. Good morning, Lisa. We thought that we had no other way to go but the way that we were going. But I come to tell you today that you have been extended a brand new opportunity to do something different than what you were doing before this pandemic. So what are you thinking about? What are you working on? What are your plans? What have you decided that you was going to do different after this thing? Because we cannot expect to go back to normal. There is no normal to go back to. There are some things that's going to revolve out of this thing that will never be the same. Some businesses are going to close to return no more. They're not coming back. Some jobs, they're not coming back. Some ways of doing a job is not coming back. Some people, they will be working. Good morning, Camelia. Thank you so much for joining. Some things will not return. Some things will not return. So old ways of thinking in a new revolution is going to keep you stuck. It's going to have you double overwhelmed. It's going to have you double stressed out. It's going to have you double behind. So this is the time for you to jump in. This is the time for you to get in, not just where you fit in, but where you want to be. The job you had was a place where you just fitted in because you felt like you didn't have a choice. You felt like you did not have a choice. Good morning, Camelia. Thank you so much for joining. I don't know if I said it at first. But you felt like you didn't have a choice. But now there are options. There are options. And there are some things coming up here in the first couple of days in June that's going to blow your mind. And if you are not prepared for this new revolution, you're going to be in for a rude awakening. I mean, around June the 3rd, there are some things that are coming up that is just going to blow your socks off. You got to be ready. And being ready is being open and willing, where I'm not stuck. I don't have just one idea to do a thing. I don't just have one way to accomplish a thing. I don't just think that the only way that I can get through is doing it this way. No, you got to realize, we got to realize that there is opportunity for us to jump in and be well in what we're doing. To be well. Old ways of thinking in a new revolution is not going to cut it. Good morning, Angela. Thank you so much for joining. We got to stop, trying and telling ourselves that, I tried this and I tried that and it just didn't work. And now we're not open to new opportunities because, boo, look, there are some things that you once knew that you're not going to even need to know anymore, because that thing right there that's going to be a conversation of the past. That's going to be a memory that you will be able to share with your grandchildren and your great-grand and your great-great-grand. Good morning, Orlando. Thank you so much for joining. You have to, old thinking has to go. It's going to have to go. You're going to have to be willing to try. You're going to have to be willing to jump in, because there are some things that, even people that, and this is the way I see it. And sometimes, you have to keep that, all the time, you have to keep that foundation. But this is a thing where even the older generation, they're going to have to learn something new, or they're going to be left behind. Just think about when the internet came. Just think about how many people that they didn't want to do things online. They still wanted to file papers manually. Just think about when paperless checks came about. You had some people, they still wanted to get their check. Then they, in the end, they played their game for a while. But in the end, they said, look, you got two options. We have a pay card or you got direct deposit. We are not cutting any more checks. You're going to be transacting business, paperless, moneyless, where you're going to be sending stuff like digital, like you do with your Cash App. You still buying goods. Nobody said, well, when I get your Cash App, I don't believe you send me my money, so I'm not going. You are still buying goods. I mean, Cash App to me is just digital money. because you are not transacting paper money. You know, we have some people right now, you got your fiat currency, you got your cryptocurrency, you got silver and gold. But look, you got to know that paper money is going to soon be no more. Good morning, Regina. Thank you so much for joining. So you're going to have to wrap your mind. Why not get involved in things now while it's not mandatory? So when it comes mandatory, you won't spend all your time kicking and pouting about it, saying that you don't want it. I don't want to trade in silver and gold. I don't want to trade in cash app. I don't want to trade in cryptocurrency. I want to stay with my fiat currency. You're going to have to get to a point. You're going to have to trade with what's being traded with. You're going to have to stop thinking that the way you know things is the way things gonna be, because you're gonna be left behind. Because see, when it came down to computers, people, well, you know, I'm not tech savvy. You don't have to be tech savvy, but with a lot of things, you're gonna have to know how to hit the power. You're going to have to know how to turn the system on. You're going to have to know how to maneuver a little bit. You may not be no expert, but you're going to have to be able to do some generals and some basics. You're going to have to be able to do some things, because this is the world that we live in. This is the world that we live in, and it is not going to stay the same for us. It is not going to stay the same for us. Good morning, Eric. Thank you so much for joining. So if we're thinking in old ways in this new revolution, we're going to be stuck to think that we don't want cryptocurrency. I don't want to know about I don't want to know about I don't want to know about cryptocurrency. I don't want to know about silver and gold. I don't want to know about Bitcoin. You know, I ain't into all. See, it's gonna get to a point now that we'll preach. Turn on the power. You're going to have to turn on the power. You may not be able to do what the experts do with your computer. You may not be, you singing that you may not be technical savvy, but you need to get technical savvy where you at least know how to turn on the power. We're going to have to maneuver through some things. We're going to have to get over some things, because everything is not going to be manual no more. There's a lot of things that you're going to have to get with the program, or you're going to get left behind. It's not going to stay the same. Come on now. Come through now. You teaching. It is not going to stay the same. So we can get out of our root and go ahead and start walking now. Because if we're waiting for something to go back to normal, there is no normal to go back to. And normal was dysfunctional for a lot of us. We didn't like where we was. I want to see things better than where they are, but I don't want to go back to what they was. I want to see better. I want to see things different from what was. Sorry about that. You're going to have to do something. Yes. So I'm going to say that again. I want to see things different from what they are, but better than what they was. I don't want to go back to normal dysfunction. You know, we had got to a point that we was making our bed we was trying to make comfort in discomfort. We was trying to make a comfortable space in an uncomfortable place. Come on now, somebody. I'm going to say that again. We was trying to make a comfortable space in an uncomfortable place. Everything around you was dysfunctional and uncomfortable. But you say, if I can just give me a good spot. I don't want no good spot in an uncomfortable, dysfunctional place. I want things to flow like they could flow, where you're happy in it, where you're really glad to be a part of this day, the day that the Lord has made, that you can say that I choose to rejoice. I want to rejoice. We want to rejoice because we like where we are. We like what we're doing, but we cannot sit back thinking that we're going back to something that wasn't working in the first place. Amen. We will change voluntary or involuntary. You got to know that you live in a life one or two ways. It's either by design or default. Come on now, somebody. You either designing the life you want, or you living a life by default. You gonna either fall. You know how they tell you when you're working on your computers, or do you want this to be your default setting, or do you want this to be your main set? Your life. Better is the end, and what's to come is better than what has been. Yes, you're going to have to know. Good morning, Pearl. Thank you so much for joining. You got two ways of living, by design or default. You can design the life that you want, or you will live by default with the life that you get. I am not settling for a life that is just thrown on my lap and said, now you live this. No, the devil is a lie. You're going to have to design the life you want. And that's why I say that I help people live the life of their dream. You don't have to fall for the okie doke. You do not have to do what only, now you talking about the real deal. I hear you. Come on now, somebody. Good morning. So good to be back. So glad to see you, Pearl. So glad for you to be back. You're going to have to make up in your mind. I got two choices. Ask yourself. You got to tell yourself, I got two choices. Design or default. Design or default. Which one am I going to choose? Am I going to let somebody design? Am I going to let somebody design a life for me by default? Or am I going to design the life that I want? You don't have to be married. You can choose to be single. You don't have to be single. You can choose to be married. You don't have to be broke. You can walk and operate in wealth. But see, wealth calls for work. See, wealth is the sister of work. Wealth is the brother of work. See, you can have wealth, but you got to put the work in. A lot of us, we want wealth, but we don't want to work. We want stuff, but we want it to come easy. See, things that's worth having, things of value. Nobody said that the road would be easy, but it sure would be worth traveling. So you got to ask yourself, am I living by design or default? And see, if you live by default, you can't complain when life is not what you want it to be because you let somebody else do it. So how is it that you're going to complain how they made it when you didn't make the thing? You didn't have no input in the thing. Come on now, somebody. You didn't put nothing in. You just went with what they said. You said, well, you can design it. You do it. Whatever you think. Whatever you think. Come on now. You said, what? I just talked about this. Come on now, somebody. This confirmation area. You got to stop saying whatever you think. It ain't what you think if it's not what you want. Good morning, Bertha. Thank you so much for joining. You got to tell yourself that I will design the life I want and not live by default. See, living by default is when you don't go vote and you worry about who got in office. Living by default is doing whatever they say and you say, well, I don't have, well, what you think about it? Well, I don't have an opinion, whatever you think. So when you tell a person whatever they think, come on now, somebody, when you tell them whatever they think and whatever they give you, then you can't complain about it. But you got to say, wait a minute, I got some saying, I don't want this. I don't want that. I'm not putting up with this no more. I'm not dealing with that no more. Wait a minute. No, I'm not going to be working long hours. I'm done with this working 7 days a week and 12-hour shifts. Wait a minute. Wow. Makes you go, am I living by design or by default? It's something to really think about because see, some of us are complaining about a life that we just let pass us by because we let somebody else design the way we should think. We living by default because we let somebody else do the designing. But see, if I want stuff the way I want it, I know I got to do it. If I want it the way I want it, or I'm going to have some strong input to say, no, I don't want that like that. I want this like this, and I want this like that. I want this like this, and I want that like that. You going to have to design your life, or you live by default. Default is one of those lazy settings where you say, well, I don't want to change it. I don't want to personalize it. I don't want to make it. I don't have time to do this. So I'm just going to use the one that they give to everybody. Who want a life that they give to everybody? I don't want no everybody life. I am unique. I am uniquely made. I am fearfully, boldly, and wonderfully made. So how am I going to have the life that everybody else have? And therefore, I have to design the life that I want. You got to design it, not by default. See, default, everybody living. Everybody got the same story. Ain't nothing to do. I was so, look, I'm going to get back on that. Yesterday, I was on the phone with my grandbaby. You know she 3. She is 3 years old, y'all. This girl going to tell me, she say, oh, listen, this Aubrey, listen, check this out. Oh, I'm just so bored. I'm just really bored right now. I said, you bored? Yeah. And she started looking around. Listen, this is a 3-year-old. A 3-year-old. She said, oh, I really need some cake and a bike. I said, some cake and a bike? Yeah. I'm just sad right now. I said, you don't have a bike, Aubrey? No. I have a scooter, but I don't have a bike. She was designing what she want. Because you know, the first thing that I thought about this morning when I hit the floor, and even yesterday when I hung up the phone, I said, I got to get my baby a bike. She got a scooter. We bought her, I don't know what her little car is. I don't know if it's a Porsche or I don't know what kind of car she got for Christmas. But she got the little driving car. She got all type of mess. But she said, I don't have a bike. I need a bike and some cake. So, when I woke up this morning, I said, I got to get my baby a bike. So I'm going to have to call her mama this morning and say, go get my baby a bike. So she got to get the bike. But see, she designed what she wanted. She didn't live there by default. She said, I got a scooter, but I don't have a bike. I want a bike so I can pedal. God did not make us to be carbon copies of one another. He has given us different fingerprints, emphasize our uniqueness. Yes, so why do we settle for the same defaulted life in life? Now, if that didn't touch me with that baby, and I'm thinking, I said, this girl is so smart and slick. Talking about she bored. She just really bored right now. And she's sad because she don't have a bike. But it worked for me because I'm getting my baby a bike. So that's the way we got to be in life. She designed what she wanted. Now, out of the mouth of babes. Come on now, somebody. So how many times have you just settled for what was going on? You didn't put your 2 pence in. Good morning, Dr. Mac. Thank you so much for joining. I've been missing you. I thought about you the other day. Been missing you. I hope everything has been well with you and the wife and the baby. You hit my mind. I should have reached out to you, but all is well because I see you here. So glad to see you. But you got to you really got to think about, you have an opportunity to design the life that you want. You do not have to settle for what life deal you. You don't have to play that hand if you don't like them cards. Baby, you can put them cards back and say, I don't like this hand. I'm not playing with this hand. I know somebody else can win with this one, but baby, this ain't the hand that I choose to live by. I am going to design the life I want. Do you know visualization and manifestation and meditation, all those things, they work. And do you know where it started? It started by you having a picture of what you want. All is well, beloved. You're doing great. Your consistency speaks volume. Thank you so much, Dr. Mac. Good morning, Dr. V. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you so much. And I'm so glad all is well with you, Dr. Mac. So glad all is well. Thank you so much. You got to know that you have an opportunity to design your life. That's why they said, put it on paper. What do you want? I have gotten so explicit. Look, y'all, I want an RV. Now, I got a couple of vehicles, but I don't know if I got a vehicle to pull an RV. But my RV is coming. I'm telling you, I talk about it, and I'm telling you because I'm going to have it. And when you see it, my RV is going to be light tan and dark brown. It's going to be 2 bedrooms. It's going to have 2 TVs in it. It's going to have a full kitchen. It's going to have I want a tub in it, not a shower. I want a tub in it. Come on now, somebody. It's going to have my microwave and my refrigerator. It's going to be nice. And that's what, somebody say you talk about it and they just get tickled every time I talk about it. I talk about it because it's coming, and it's going to come at a good price. It's going to be slightly used, but it's going to be new enough for me. Come on now, somebody. I am getting my RV. I'm getting an RV. I want one, and I'm going to have one. What's stopping me from having it? Nothing. Nothing is going to stop me from having it. Nothing is going to stop me. I don't care if I got a camp in my yard. I'm going to have me a RV camper. Yes, I'm going to have one. But those things, I told you, even the house that I stay in, I visualize me in the house. I'm in the room twirling around when the house was empty. I said, yes, I can do this in this room, and I can do that in this room. You can design the life you want. Stop living by default. Stop living by default. You speak all that other stuff into existence. You speak that stuff that you don't want. When you study saying, if it ain't one thing, it's another. Guess what? When you say that stuff, another thing is coming up that is unfavorable to you. Another thing is coming up. Come on now. Love the way you think, coach. I see you in that RV. Come on now, somebody. See, all you need is 2 or 3 to agree. See, look, when he said when you have 2 or 3, he said when 2 or 3 that are in my name, and I'll be in the midst. He just wants us to be in his nature. I got to believe what he believes and think how he believes. There is nothing impossible in the Lord. So therefore, if I believe that nothing is impossible, and I got Dr. V on here believing that she see me in the RV, come on now somebody, and I got the rest of you telling me that all I got to do is speak that thing and it's gonna come into existence, y'all ain't gonna talk to me. See, you don't have to live this life talking about something. If it's one thing, it's another that, I'm broke. I'm not broke, I'm rich. It don't have to be in your thank you for telling me, yes, I can. Oh, yes, you can, Bertha. Oh, yes, you can. You gotta know that you can have what you want. I don't have to settle for what I get. That's what you get for free. See, y'all can think I'm crazy. I don't care. I don't care how you can think I'm crazy. So you get what you get for free, but you don't have to settle for what you get for. You don't have to settle for what you get. You can get what you want. When you can get what you want. The power is in the tongue. Yes, Lord. Do you know, Regina, so many of us don't use it. So many of us, we use our mouth to defeat our own situation. We use our mouth to defeat ourselves. I'm not going to fight against me. Now, you may come against me, but see, I got to be my number one fan. I got to be the one that have on my armor that I'm going to fight for me. I'm not teaming up with you where you going to defeat me with your mouth. Come on now, somebody. You got to know that you have power, and a lot of us, we're not using it. Our thinking, it says that as a man thinketh, so is he. As a man thinking. So if you think you're defeated, if you think that you're not, come on, RV coming, come on now, RV is coming. See, look at this. See, this thing is going to be realer than real before you know it. I just see it coming. I'm going to be driving. I already see I'm going to be driving a different route down the road. And when it comes, I'm telling y'all, I'm going to be driving a different route. Because, see, I take different routes because, see, I know it's going to come. And, see, let me tell you, this stuff is real. My daughter, she graduated in 2017, right? Let me tell you. My daughter before her had graduated high school in 2012. So that was the first car. 2012, I bought a car, paid for it for 5 years, got through paying for it in December 2016. So I had the second child graduate in May 2017. I said, Lord, I do not want to pay for no car for no 5 years. Now, the car that I paid off in December 2016, I paid it off about 5 months early. I said, I don't want to be paying no $500 a month for 5 years for another car. I said, I need a car that I can afford to pay cash for. Listen to me. Listen. I said, I need a car that I can pay cash for. So my baby was graduating in May. So it was around March. Time was coming close. It was drawing nigh. The time was coming close. Yes, you're going to use that RV to travel to different conferences that you will be going to invited to the speak. Come on, now speak it, Dr. Matt. Yes. And so I said, now, I need a car that I can pay cash for. So I used to go different routes. I started changing my routes. And so everything I saw different. I said, no, that's not the one. That's not the one. So one day I was on my lunch break. Usually don't even travel this way. Went this way and I passed by the bank. And I had passed by, but I saw at the corner of my eye. And the Lord made me think, okay, there was a car back there that said for sale in the window. So I turned back around and I went to the bank. I was on my lunch break. I called the number and the guy answered the phone. Now, he answered the phone. He said, well, I can show it to you. I'm upstairs. He's the banker in the bank. Come on now, somebody. Listen. He's the banker in the bank. Okay, so he comes out, car nice. I mean, everything. The guy was still taking the car and it was an older person that didn't look like me. He was still taking it to Toyota to get the oil changed on it. It was a Toyota Avalon. It was loaded, right? Listen to me. It was a loaded Toyota Avalon, sunroof and all the things in it. Still had the manual in it. Everything was just looking so fresh. I mean, seats were leather and they wasn't cracked. I mean, the car was nice. Listen. So he comes out and he's like, okay, let's drive it. So I drove it down the street. I said, oh, this is nice. He said, now I have another person looking at the car from Walmart at 2:00. I said, no, this car is mine. I said, I have a daughter that is graduating and I gotta have a car. He said, okay, I just tell him it's already sold. Do you know, I paid him, I gave him the down payment, I gave him what he asked that day. And so he said, well, that's the car I drove to work today. So I'll be ready to, you know, I have everything tomorrow, the title and everything. He's the banker in the bank. And he was an older person, way up in his 70s, you know, so he wasn't hard on the car and he didn't look like me. He had took care of the car, one owner car. And guess what? My baby, she got that car in May 2017. She's still driving that car today. She's still driving that car today. Yes, you're going to use that RV. Come on now, somebody. Yeah, good morning, Christine. Thank you so much for joining. So when you start meditating and you start visualizing and when you start manifesting things in your mind first, what is it that you want? You got to know what you want. So if you're living a defeated life, you ask yourself what you're speaking and what you're thinking. I told you on the other day, if your mind was different and your mouth was different, you can change your whole entire life. This is not no hokey pokey. This is not no secret potion. This is just believing what the word said. It said, as a man thinketh, so is he. There is nothing that shall be denied. That if I'm praying according to his will, you know, according to his will for my life, there is nothing that I can't have. If it's his will for me, you know, I don't know no other way. And see, I'm going to show you, I'm going to tell you another thing. My little van I've had this van, I think now for, oh my God, probably 2015. So 5 years, I believe. I still drive my van every day. I don't drive my Audi. I drive my van. So listen, listen, the van, I saw it on my way coming from church. I said, well, I had called. We was going on vacation. I'm trying to help y'all. Come on, evangelist. Thank you so much for joining. I'm trying to help you. So we was going on vacation. We was going to, oh my God, where were we going? We was going to, it was way off somewhere too. It was, we was going to, I can't think of the place, but it was in Virginia. It was way out in Virginia. Williamsburg. We was going to Williamsburg, Virginia. That's like a 15, 16-hour drive. So anyway, I wanted to rent a van because my daughter was going on vacation with me and I needed a bigger vehicle because I had my Toyota. I had a Toyota Camry, right? So I said, well, I'm going to rent a van. They told me it was going to be $1,800 to rent a van for like 3 or 4 days. And I'm thinking that's crazy. So on my way from church, I saw a van, a used van. And so I looked. And the Lord said, that's your van right there. So I took the key. I passed by the place. It was at a car dealership, used car dealership. So I said, well, I'm not taking the kids with me. I passed by the van. I brought the kids home. I said, I'll be right back because I'm going to look at my van. Now, the gate's closed. Listen to me. I said, the gates are closed. Let me show you. Here go my van right here. I drive it every day. I still drive my van every day. The van already had DVD players in it. It still had the headphones in it. You can tell, whoever was driving it, it just had highway miles. I mean, the van was fine, right? Still, I mean, you had your little TV all up in there and all the things, but I mean, your DVD player and everything. But listen, so I go back. I said, oh yeah, that's my van. That's nice right there. So the next day, which was Monday, I saw it the Lord showed it to me on a Sunday, went back the next day, I sent my coworker, go look at it. And so he went and looked at it. But see, I'm a woman, I'm a jack of all trades. So I know when I go buy a used vehicle, I can test that baby out. I can do all the things that need to be done because I'm multitasking. I am multi-talented. I know how to do some stuff. I've been in my house for 24 years and most of the time I've been a single woman. So you got to learn how to do stuff. You can't be sitting up waiting on somebody to do stuff. You got to know how to do stuff. You can't be afraid to do things. So anyway, I went. And after he said, yeah, it's nice. It looked pretty good. He said, but I'm going to let you drive it. So I went back. I went and drove it. You know how you do. You open it up. I got out. I checked the motor. I'm making sure that it ain't stalling and gear changing and all these different things. You don't wait till nothing clucking and bucking and you shouldn't be having all this noise when you're trying to go from one gear to the next. You got to check all that. You want to look up under the hood to make sure you ain't got oil popping all. You want to make sure it's clean up under there. Now, sometimes when they selling you used cars, I'm trying to help you women when you go look for cars. Sometimes they be done sprayed them and washed them up under there. But you got to see see if there's something leaking. Look at what the motor doing. Look at what an alternator is. Look at all these things. You got to look and see what you can see. Look at what the hoses look like. Look at how it looks up under the hood. You look at your tailpipe and see if it's all black back there, because you know if it's black back there, you burning some oil out somewhere. Listen to me. I'm not on here. I don't just be on here talking about some name it and claim it. I tell you because I live the life that I talk about. So anyway, I go and I open it up. I said, that's my van. Boo, I left that at Monday with the van. And for 5 years, it's been mine. I drive my little van every day. And when people see me in my Audi, oh, you done got a new truck. No, boo. Coming up June, I've had this truck for 3 years. But this truck don't mean, I'm not my truck. I'm not what I have. And so I'm going to show you something else. So back, I think in September, there was a car. And I saw it. I'm like, that'd be nice. You know, at the time I said, that'd be nice for the boys. They getting ready to graduate. That'd be a little starter car for them, you know, and they just learned they're just learning how to drive. But anyway, I said, that'd be a good little starter car for them. And the guy, he said, the guy was asking double for the car. Listen to me. Double. Didn't know him. Saw him. Show you. So he was asking double for the little car, right? And this is not bragging. I am trying to help you. Listen, I'm trying to help you that you can have what you want and you don't have to just settle. So this was like back in September last year. And so I was like, okay. And so the guy, he said, well, I got to run to the house and get some money. So my test drive was a while. So, you know, I'm in the car with this stranger. You know, I done took pictures of, you know, and sent it to my mama. She at the beauty shop waiting on me to come back. And so we had to drive a little distance to get to his house. But that gave me an opportunity to get on the highway to, you know, to see what the car was going to drive like and all these different sorts of types of things. And so when I was just talking and I told him, I said, well, I got 2 that's getting ready to graduate. And see, when I told him that I wanted to meet and he gave me a time, I already put in my mind what I wanted to pay for the car, right? I had put in my mind. I know what he said. I know he said that he wanted $4,500 for the car. Listen to me. He wanted $4,500 for the car. I said, he can give me that car for $2,000. I can get that car for $2,000. So I said, I can get that car for $2,000. So when I met him and we was driving and we was talking and I was telling him, and so we was talking and I got to talking about, you know, we was just talking about all type of stuff. Now, you know, like, well, what do you do? And so I told him, I said, well, I said, I have an orphanage home and I have a sewing school in Pakistan and different. And he was like, just wow. So when we got back to the lot, I was like, well, I think I want it. And so I said, and you said the price is how much now? He said, oh, you know, with all the stuff that you do, I'll let you get it for $2,000. And you know what I did? I wrote the check. He gave me my title and the rest is history. You can have what you want. But see, this is what you all do. This is what a lot of people do. You when you want something, you say, oh, they ain't gonna let me get it. It's not about them letting you get it. It's about you wanting it and knowing whose you are. I know who I am. I know who I belongs to. So they don't have to let me get it. You got people that don't even want you to have it. You got people that don't even like you. You know, you'll have people that bless you and said, you know what? I don't even like you, but the Lord told me to give this. The Lord told me to do this for you. I don't even like you. Ain't got to like me. Just be obedient to God. The job I'm on, do you think they wanted me to have that job? They didn't want me to have that job. They didn't like me. And if it was up to them, they would have been got rid of me because see, I didn't lick and kiss up behind them. See, I would have been gone. But look, when God has something for you, it didn't say that certain people or it didn't say that certain things. It said when God has something for me, it's for me. You can't stop me from having it if I'm supposed to have it. It don't matter if you don't like me having it. It doesn't matter if you don't want me to have it. It don't matter if you don't think I should have it. Your thoughts, your words don't stop me from having what God said is mine. So I don't have to worry about is mine. When I know it's mine. When I know it's mine. That's all that matters. So I'm getting ready because I got a client this morning that I got to meet with. But look, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? So that's why people can look at you and think, oh, you just glowing and you just look blessed. I am blessed. I don't have to look like nothing that I done went through. I don't have to look like the 26 hours of surgery. I don't have to look like the year of crutches. I don't have to look like the little few months that I was on SSI disability. I don't have to look, see, I got this handicap sticker because I got an injury for life. But I don't have to look like I'm handicapped. I don't have to get out hopping and jumping to make people feel sorry for me. I don't have to look like this. Listen, I don't have to look like this. I can use this when I need it because I have it. But I don't have to be walking around figuring, I was in 2 car wrecks and I broke my jaw. I still got metal in my jaw. I can sit up here and act all, sometimes I forget that this was even broken to sometimes I have pain in my jaw. But you know what? I don't sit up and think about, I still got this metal plate in my jaw. I still got metal in my thigh. I still got metal in my knee. I still got metal in my ankle. I don't sit up and think about that all day long. I think about what I want. I think about what makes me happy. I think about what makes me wealthy. I think about what's going to make me healthy. I don't sit up and dwell on my injury. I dwell. Come on now, somebody. You preaching this morning. Good morning, Wanda. Thank you so much for joining. You got to make up in your mind that you said that I don't have to look like this. See, I look so well that sometimes I have to tell people, look, I can't do all that stuff because I do have some limitations. But see, I don't walk in my limitations. I walk in what I want and I do what I can. But I don't have to sit back and say that I don't have to say that I just have to, I have to deal with this. I don't have to deal with this. Because see, this right here, if I would have stayed on disability, I never would have been able to make 6 figures. Because see, this would have limited me. They was giving me $500 and some a month. I know I make that in an hour. Come on now, coach, you certainly don't look like what you've been through. Amen. But you know what, Dr. V? That took mind power. That took mind power. That took mouth power. I told myself I will do more than they ever expected. You don't have to. Love you, coach. You are what you should have claimed to be. Yes. You don't have to. I don't have to walk around thinking, my leg hurt. I don't even take medication. They told me they said you would need a surgery in 10 years. It's been 24 years. 24 years. So you got to make up in your mind, I'm not going to live by the status quo. I'm not going to live this life that somebody else done designed for me. I will design the life that I want. I will not live a limited life. So why will you settle to say, you know what, I'm going to wait on my check and I'm going to wait on this, I'm waiting. See, this is the thing. And for some people, you got to do what you got to do. For some people, you have to do what you have to do. But for a lot of us, it's a mindset. We feel like we can't do no better. Somebody done told us we ain't going to be nothing. First of all, you don't know who I'm going to be and what I can do. You may not like me, but that's your problem. Because see, when you get to know me, boo, I am smooth. I am good to be known. And I know somebody thinking, I know she did. Oh, yes, she did. Because see, sometimes we'll think that, we'll get so scriptural and we'll get so biblical. We'll get so holy that we are no earthly good. That we'll say that, that we're not, we should not think more than we ought about ourselves. But you got to think something. Because if you don't think nothing about yourself, who else going to think it for you? Because see, they'll think that you just trifling, that you just sorry, and that you're not enough, and you're not going to never do nothing. You will never be nothing. You will never have nothing. You will never go nowhere. So they can think what they want to think because action speaks volume. You don't have to speak no words. Action speaks volume. I can show you better. I can show you better than I can tell you that you're not going to tell me the life that I would live because I design. I don't live by default. I don't live by default. I have done things that I didn't even know I was going to do. But when you can imagine, imagination is free. Dreams is free. It don't cost me nothing. And some of y'all won't even dream for free. You thinking that you got to, I don't dream based on what I see. I dream based on what I don't see because I walk by faith and not by sight. Oh, yes, she is. It's good to know Coach O. Coach O is an experience. I love her. Praise God for her. She truly embodies her faith. Thank you so much, Camelia. I love you too. You know, but this thing is real. I am just as real as I am on here. I am not. I'm a transparent person. If you know me, it's good to know me. And now, if you fake, and I sense that in my discernment, I'm not faking. I ain't finna fake with you. I'm going to let you know. Get your fake self away from me, because I don't do fake. I don't do fake. I like to be real. I like to be real, and I like real people. And when you fake, I don't deal with you. Now, do that make me a bad person? No. But I live life by design. When you dealing with stuff that you don't like, that's default. That's default. So ask yourself, am I living by design, or am I living by default? Am I living the life that people give me, or am I living the life that I want? You don't have to settle. I would not settle for life. God didn't make me to settle. He told me, he said, girl, I know the plans that I had for you, declares your daddy. Come on now, somebody. I knew it before your mama knew your daddy. Before your daddy was born through your grandmama. I knew it before you even hit the scene. You got to know that he knows the plan. He knows the plan. He knew the plan. He knew I was going to meet some people that I wasn't going to be able to deal with. He knew that it was going to be, he the one gave me the gift of discernment. He knew that I was going to be able to spot out fake folks. He ain't tell me that I had to deal with you. I got to love you and treat you nice, but I ain't got to be your BFF. Baby, I'm going to speak to you. Hey, how you doing? And I'm going to keep it moving. I'm not finna lay with the snake. I see you a snake. I'm not even finna try to help the snake, because I don't care about no snake. I'm not stopping to help the snake. I don't even need to call. I'm not calling the ambulance for no snake. I'm not trying to take the snake to the hospital. I'm going to look over and hope he don't get under my wheels while I'm driving. Whew. You got to keep it real. That's right. Go after it. I'm living by design and not by default. This is good to me. I don't know if this is good to you, but this is good to me. This is like really good to me. Because see, I know that I don't have to settle. I don't have to settle. I don't have to, I don't have to be everything you want me to be. I'm going to be the best version of me that I can be, and I'm going to be all right. Because when you think about it, it says that no man is greater than his master. Everybody didn't like Jesus. So why would I think, oh, y'all gonna like me? You're not gonna like me. Oh, come on now. I love you from social distance. Yes. Speak to you and love you from social distance. It's good, Coach. You got to know that. Don't think that you're not too nothing. You are not too old. It's not too late. You ain't messed up too much. You ain't said the wrong. There's always up to every day that you got breath in your body. Today you got brand new mercies. Today was a brand new start. You can start right where you are today and live the life of your dream. I don't care about what you did and how bad it was and where you at. You can start the life of your dream. And I'm getting ready to get up out of here, but I'm going to tell you again, if you're thinking, if you think you're going to come into this new revolution with your old thinking, baby, you're going to be shot and shot, and you're going to be cut short, because it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. Some of that stuff, you're going to have to get up off your do nothing. You're going to have to get from around them people that ain't talking about nothing and get with some people that's doing and living the life that you want to live. You're going to have to stop being jealous and stop hating and start saying, show me some of the stuff that you doing. You are not going to be able to live off no doggone one income. The way they raising up this meat, gas is getting ready to go back up. As they open up and you driving, your gas is only low because people ain't using it. But when people start using it, boo, gas is finna get ready to go back up. Not to nothing. Today I have brand new mercies. I'm not asking for 6 feet, baby. Give me 60 feet and watch my back when I pass you by. Look. You're going to have to get up out this mindset that I don't like selling nothing. You ain't selling nothing. If you using the stuff and you believe in it, you just sharing the people what's working for you. Stop thinking that you selling them something and start saying, I'm sharing it. And if you got something that people need and you ain't giving it to them, shame on you. Your gift is not for you. Love you, Coach. Have a beautiful design day. Yes, love you too, Dr. V. Love you too, Dr. V. And I pray that your day is by design. I hope you have an amazing by design day too. You're going to have to put up in your mind that you know that you do not have to do what they want you to do. You can live life on your own terms. I like living on my own terms. You know, being an entrepreneur, I like living on my own terms. See, I can sit out here and look and figure that I don't have no certain place that I got to meet you at. I can meet you wherever I am and wherever you are. My place today can be on the beach somewhere. I ain't going on no beach because I'm social distancing. I'm staying away from you people. But from y'all, I'm staying away from y'all. I want to be able to see tomorrow. And I know some people think that, I believe in the Lord. And I'm going to say this because all grown folks should be on here. Don't get, if you need to wear your mask or you want to wear your mask. Because people believe in the Lord, but if they don't wear, if they have unsaved sex and they have unsaved sex with somebody that got HIV and other STDs, guess what? You can love the Lord and you can be caught up and you can be itching and scratching and you can have the HIV virus, you can have AIDS and you can have this and you can have that. So if you're having sex, you better wrap it up. I ain't having it, so I ain't got to worry about it. But I'm talking to you people I'm talking to the people, not you people. I'm talking to the people. I'm talking to the ones that are having it. So you can get to hollering about, I believe in the Lord. See, this, can I help y'all today? Can I help you today? Can I help you? Listen. If God allows for you to get pregnant, you can have all the sex you want. Unwrapped up sex and all this stuff that, whatever happens for you to get pregnant and all these other different sorts of types of things. But you can say, well, I ain't going to get pregnant because I believe in the Lord. I just love the Lord. The Lord is not going, I'm too young to have. I had my first baby at 16. Go on, say something, because some of y'all had y'all's young too. Go on, say something. And if you didn't have it at 16, what was you doing? You were doing something, drinking, smoking, lying, clubbing, partying, sneaking up out the window. You were doing something. So you can look at me, but she's grown now, married, one baby, graduated high school, graduated college, working on her master's. Some of y'all can stay stuck in 16 and figure, well, she said she had her baby at 16. So now you stay stuck. But baby, I didn't went to college. She didn't went to college. I graduated high school. I graduated high school and I graduated with my associates, my bachelor's, my master's, and my doctorate. I didn't get pregnant and figure, life is over. No, boo, you finna get yourself a job. I didn't get pregnant and figure somebody that's going to take care of my baby. No, I was in my own place at the age of 16, and I have never been back to my mother's house. So you can look at me funny because you perfect. I'm not perfect. I'm a work in progress. I'm living a life by design. And so, when you live a life by design, sometimes you draw the wrong thing. And when you draw the wrong thing, now I didn't draw that pregnancy. I didn't draw that. But anyway, but sometimes in your design, you draw the wrong thing and you find like, I don't want that to look like that. You can erase some things. Some things you can erase and you can go a different route. My daughter did as well. Single mom as 3, graduating in 2 months with her master's in accounting. Glory to God, has put 2 in college. Amen. Amen. So let's live life. Let's live life by design and not by default. And stop worrying about what people got to say about you and how they feel about you. They worried about this, that, and the third. How you raising your kids and where you staying, what you driving, what you looking like, and what you do. That ain't their business. Mind your business, boo. Mind your business. And if all of us mind our business, we will be good to go. Look, I'm getting ready to get out of here. I have a client at 10 o'clock, and so I'm going to take care of that. I pray that you have an amazing day. I pray that you are celebrating or whatever you're doing, commemorating, with those that have served, and we're honoring all of our fallen soldiers. Me too, and daughter is grown, married, and have her bachelor's in nursing and 2 kids and kept going to school too. Yes. See, we can't stay stuck in those areas. See, a lot of times people will keep you stuck in your past when you done moved on from it. People will keep you stuck in your past when you have moved on. And that you learn from your past, but you keep it moving. I don't have to stay back when I was 16 and here I am 42, keep on hollering about what I did and this and that and that and the other and that and that. You might didn't do what I do, but you did something. You did something. You was doing something. You was doing something. You know, a lot of times we want to look at people and think that, oh, that's just terrible. Okay, no, it ain't terrible. It's different. It's different from what you did. It may be different from what you did. Because, see, somebody may be lying, stealing, and cheating, and you may be swinging off poles and drinking and smoking. But when at the end of the day, sin is sin. And all of it got the same price. I haven't read nowhere in my book where it said that there's a white lie or a little lie or a good lie. A lie is a lie. And it said that sin and the cause is death. If you do not repent and ask for forgiveness and turn from those things, that your place is gonna be the same place as the whatever, the homemonger or whatever. You gotta stop putting your mouth on folks. And I don't even know why we're going here, but somebody needs to hear. Stop putting your mouth on the folks thinking because you knew them from their past and you knew this about them. It don't matter what you knew, who they are. Who are they today? That's what you need to know, because who they was is not gonna be the one that's get them. It's who they is. Who are they today? That's who you need to know. Not who you knew in school, because it said, as I was a child, I thought as a child. I acted as a child. So if people you knew is still acting like they was in the 3rd or 4th grade, and there's something wrong with that. But I mean, a lot of people, most people have changed. Some people, from the time you know them, they say that they still look and act the same way. But anyway, I pray that you've been blessed. Design your life. Design your life. Change your thinking. Change your words. Start manifesting the things that you want. Meditation and visualization. This stuff is not magic, but it works if you believe it. Just try it. Dreaming is free. Imagining is free. You can sit somewhere and just imagine you out wherever you want to be, and just imagine that you're making this thing and you're doing this and you're doing that. Imagination is absolutely free. Conjure up some things. So if you're new to me, this is your girl, Coach O. I am known as your procrastination strategist, your behavior change expert, where I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, and to get your dreams out of your head into your life. I pray that you have an amazing day. I am so glad and thankful to be back. So glad you're back. Pearl, been praying for you and your family. God bless you. And so, look, you all, even if you're passing by my page and you see a birthday wish to my girl, Sister Shanti Howard Wells, wish her a happy birthday. Today is her birthday. Wish Sister Shanti Howard Wells on my page a happy birthday. God bless you. And I pray that you all have an amazing day. Bye.